Gun amnesties, they're promoted by police as a way to get guns off the streets, letting people turn in guns without any penalty, and often hundreds are turned in. But does that really lead to fewer guns on the streets in the hands of criminals? Here's Ron Charles with a look at that.
The programs can have catchy names like Pixels for Pistols. The Toronto Police Service's recent gun amnesty that offered digital cameras for each gun handed in. Amnesties have been tried at most big city police forces in Canada. The expectation is not for criminals to come forward, but to allow people to dispose of guns they no longer use. Toronto Police exchanged 2,000 guns for cameras.
We're ensuring that these firearms don't end up in the hands of criminals in the first place. We gave the citizens of Toronto an opportunity to turn their firearms in before a criminal could get their hands on them and use them for criminal activity.
He did graduate from grade 12.
No gun amnesty can bring back Julia Ferguson's son, Shagan. He was shot and beaten to death near her home in 2001. Ferguson says instead of gun amnesties, attention should be turned to stopping the manufacture of handguns.
We're not talking about shotguns. We're not talking about guns that people use for hunting. Let me be clear on that. That is not the problem. The problem is the handguns. Why do we manufacture more and more handguns? All these things are made for is to kill.
Mark Dezilva runs after-school programs working with kids in neighborhoods at risk. He says he hasn't seen the effects of Toronto's recent amnesty on the streets in the areas where he works.
Just the other day they found another guy shot in the back of the head and they have no idea why. So, I mean, yes, the gun amnesty looks great for people who are reading on the newspaper, watching it on TV, but for the people on the streets, no, it's not working at all.
But gun amnesties are flashy and attract a lot of media attention, so it's likely police forces will continue to keep them in their crime-fighting arsenals. Ron Charles, CBC News, Toronto.